the cardinals who were thinking otherwise, it calls to mind words that Jesus once spoke to Nicodemus, as we read it in the Gospel of St. John. The Spirit blows where it wills, and you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. And so it was on the 25th of January 1959, just 90 days after his election as Pope, the 79-year-old pontiff announced his plans to convoke a second Council of the Vatican. And he did so on the feast of the conversion of St. Paul in the Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls in Rome. The timing was just perfect, as was the symbolism, that we as Church would acknowledge that our Church is both holy and sinful and constantly in need of conversion. That was a big part of the work of the Council. And so on the occasion of the opening of the first session of this Council in October 1962, Pope John presented two central themes that would guide the discussions of this assembly of some 2,400 bishops from all over the world. The first theme was that the Council should be, above all, a pastoral council. That is, a council that would focus more on people with their hopes, their fears, their questions, their doubts, and their needs, both spiritual and material, rather than a council that was focused on doctrines and teachings. The opening sentence of the Pastoral Constitution on the Church in the Modern World aptly highlighted this guideline as follows: the joys and the hopes, the sorrows and the anxieties of the men of this age, especially the poor and the afflicted. These two are the joys and hopes, the sorrows and anxieties of the followers of Christ. Basically, it was saying we are all on the same boat. In fact, this document was the last document of the Council to be approved for 3 years later. By that time, Pope John the 23rd had passed on to his Creator in June 1963, but his spirit continues to live in our midst, and he is now blessed and therefore on the road to being canonized. The second basic guideline or theme was that the Council would be an ecumenical council. The word ecumenical comes from a Greek word meaning the whole world. Pope John spoke about the need, phrase he liked to use, to open the doors and the windows of the Church to the whole human family, so that it could share with the family, the human family, the light of Christ and his gospel message. It was his intention that this document in particular would be addressed not only to the followers of Christ, but also to all men and women of goodwill. Just as Christ came into this world to save and not to condemn, to serve and not to be served, so also the Church now wishes to put itself consciously at the service of the family of mankind. Above all, he spoke of the universal need of what he called the medicine of mercy. What a wonderful phrase, the medicine of mercy. The Church therefore wishes to reach out in solidarity with the whole human family by engaging with it in conversation about the deeper questions of life that confront us all. As creatures of the one God, we experience our limitations in so many ways. At the same time, we feel called to something higher in life that we don't seem to be able to reach. What can we offer to society? What can we expect from society? What is our ultimate destiny? Dialogue is never easy, and the efforts which we try to make by listening with respect to each other are never a waste of time. Even, they say, even if we cannot agree, we can still agree to disagree. And this is not a matter of playing games. It is part of a learning process. And it is in the light of the above social teaching of our church that I can see that invitation from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, which I referred to at the beginning of this message, as a golden opportunity for collaboration between the Church as a faith-based organisation and the state in an enterprise that is truly worthy of a positive response and of our attention. It is noteworthy how in Europe today powerful lobbies would like to exclude or even delete the role of religion from any level of interference, as it is called, in matters pertaining to the state, as if every man, woman and child has neither a soul nor a heart nor a spirit. Wherever God is excluded in society and from all aspects of our daily lives, then man becomes a wolf to man. It's the Latin proverb, homo homini lupus. How fortunate we are to live here in a society where faith in God is a natural element of our daily lives. For the Gambia, our homeland, we strive and work and pray that all may live in unity, freedom and peace each day.